Hello everyone. Welcome to About Ghost, the YouTube channel for the hardcore Ghost fans. Okay guys, the tour is on, and Ghost just released Peacefield. Let's break it down and analyze it. You know that feeling when you hear a new track and you're like, what the hell just happened? You hit play and something's different, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Maybe you were expecting the usual, those classic Ghost moves, but Peacefield? This one's got me scratching my head in a way I didn't expect. Now, if you've watched my other vids, you know I've dissected every little detail from Ghost's evolution. From their bold new directions to those nostalgic, spine-chilling moments that made us fall in love with them in the first place. But Peacefield? This is something else. Something that's making me rethink everything I thought I knew about where they're going next. If you're here, you're probably like me. Stuck in that moment of trying to decide if this track is genius or just not very Ghost. And that's exactly why we need to talk about this, because whether you like it or not, there's something undeniable about it. It's a track that makes you go, is this the evolution we've been waiting for, or just another experiment? And trust me, after diving into their past releases, this is a whole new vibe. So let's break it down, shall we? Because I guarantee by the end of this, you'll either be nodding your head or questioning your entire relationship with Ghost. Either way, you're not going to want to miss this. Ever have that feeling when something you love is suddenly different? Not bad, not worse, just off in a way you can't quite explain? That's exactly how I felt when I hit play on Peacefield. The song starts and you think, wait, no intro? No instrumental? Just straight into the vocals? I legit had to check if Spotify had glitched and skipped a track. It threw me. Ghost has trained us to expect these cinematic buildups, like little rituals before the real ceremony begins. Think Imperium, Ashes, Genesis. Those aren't just intros, they're portals. You don't just listen, you enter the world they create. So when Peacefield starts and that massive, haunting choral swell bleeds right into the track with no clean separation, I had to stop and ask, why? Why change the formula now? But here's the twist. They did give it that space, just not in the main release. Turns out they dropped an extended version, and once I heard it, everything made more sense. That intro hits so differently when it's allowed to unfold at its own pace. It casts a spell. You light a candle, you let it wash over you. By the time the drums kick in, you're not just listening, you're inside the world. Before we go on, let's analyze these lyrics a bit, because Ghost never just writes surface-level stuff. First, the duality of light and dark. The song constantly contrasts hope, bright as the starlight, with darkness, a black moon over the Peacefield. This duality suggests a struggle between despair and renewal, fitting Tobias Forge's stated intent of offering hope before delving into darker themes. Then, historical and political allegories. A slaughtered czar and the end of a monarchy hint at revolutions, possibly referencing the fall of the Russian Empire or other fallen regimes. The Widow Queen could allude to Queen Victoria, the Widow of Windsor, or even Marie Antoinette, symbolizing the collapse of old power structures. A state machine, unable to foresee, suggests the failure of rigid systems, reinforcing themes of upheaval and change. All the children of Ghost notice the recurring child motif. The lyrics repeatedly address a child, urging them to plant dark memories like seeds, transforming pain into growth. Stay close to me, seeking protection or guidance. This could symbolize innocence, the listener, or even a younger generation inheriting a fractured world. And the black moon over the Peacefield. A black moon is a rare lunar event, often associated with mystery and transformation. Paired with Peacefield, a seemingly idyllic place, it creates an eerie contrast, peace corrupted or overshadowed by darkness. Then we go to the darkest diseaser and dark is the season. These lines suggest a metaphorical plague, not just physical, but moral or spiritual decay. It aligns with Ghost's recurring themes of societal and religious corruption. And the bridge, we are the Legion. Legion evokes biblical demonic possession, Mark 5:9, or collective rebellion. Through the marches of death, and right back to the bearer of light implies a cyclical journey through destruction toward redemption. And hey, we got a little bit of Lucifer here, so that's dope. And Tobias promised us introspection. The lyric, for a man in a mirror, it's all getting clearer. That dark is the season, could imply self-realization, perhaps a leader or society confronting its own corruption. The unusual structure. The song blends lullaby-like tenderness, "Oh, child, stay close to me," with apocalyptic imagery, marches of death. The repetition of Peacefield in the outro feels almost hypnotic, as if trying to manifest peace despite looming darkness. The title suggests an idealized place, but the black moon and shattered dreams imply it may be an illusion, or a battleground yet to be won. This song is a masterful blend of personal catharsis, historical reflection, and occult-tinged storytelling. Classic Ghost, yet with deeper lyrical richness. It's different. And maybe that's the point. A little bit of chaos and unpredictability. Maybe it's Ghost saying, "You think you know us? Think again." They're not just repeating the past. They're playing with expectation, subverting it, evolving. And you can feel the divide it's causing. The fan base is buzzing. Some people are confused, some are obsessed, some are out here calling it a filler track, and others are calling it a masterpiece. One person said it's the Star Wars space slug of earworms. And honestly, not wrong. It sneaks up on you, gets under your skin. There's echoes of Journey in the chorus.
Someday love will find you. Great ghosts chase up behind you. We are Legion. Join us one day.
Maybe a little Kiss, a dash of Rush, some people even say Boston. One guy's out here convinced Steve Perry's lawyer is warming up a cease and desist. But that's always been part of Ghost's charm, pulling from the past, twisting it into something fresh, sometimes reverent, sometimes ridiculous. Yeah, maybe it's not the crushing doom track some of us wanted. I get it. I miss the horns. I miss the demonic Latin chants. I miss when it felt like Tobias was conducting mass in a haunted cathedral. But also, I love that they refuse to stay in one place. Ghost has never been a one-sound band. They're shapeshifters, tricksters. You never know if you're going to get ABBA, Metallica, or something from an unreleased Phantom of the Opera B-side. And maybe that's what Peacefield is, a pivot, a transition, a statement that says, you thought you knew where this was going, but we've already moved on. It might not hit as instantly as Square Hammer or Year Zero, but maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it's not here to punch you in the face. It's here to haunt you. A slow burn, a ghost in the background. Or maybe it's just a solid track. Not every song needs to be a revelation. Sometimes a song just needs to fit the moment, to carry you from one mood to the next. But one thing's for sure, Peacefield stirred the pot. It got people talking. It's got people split, arguing, theorizing, memeing, and hitting replay. And if Ghost keeps inspiring that kind of chaos, that kind of passion, that kind of weird, wonderful, slightly unhinged devotion, then they're doing something right. So whether you're enchanted, confused, disappointed, or obsessed, whether you're lighting a candle to that extended intro or yelling, "Where's the rest of it?" into the void, you're not alone. We're all just trying to find our place in the Peacefield.